Oh, hello. It is I, Sarah, the person in charge of this game.
I love how that cracked Logan up.
I know. That's my goal actually, is to say something so so different every time that Logan just
So
loses
different.
it. We're
I
playing
just
things from the
never know what
flood.
to expect.
That's my motto as a GM. Never, never repeat anything. Always make it different. We're playing things from the flood. It's real fun. We have fun here. We're playing as my players are playing as 3 high school students in an alternate world version of Sweden where robots and conspiracies all coexist within many layers of the world. And currently they are in Stockholm. So, who wants to tell me where we are in Stockholm?
We're at a computer cafe.
Why are we at this computer cafe?
Because my
Abby?
Because
friends,
Because I stole 2 computers.
Great.
but not the monitors, so we needed monitors.
Just the computers.
Yeah, it's much easier to just take the
From
computers.
where were the computers taken?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy's office, someone's
Jaeger and
surgery
Sons,
room.
The operating room.
the operating room.
The installation room. Okay, great. And you're hoping for answers on this computer. You rolled successfully last time. So you did break into the second computer and you're going to look at that information. But before we say that, what else have we stolen?
A woman!
And where is she?
She's unconscious on a bus.
What's her name?
Her name is Pia
Is it though?
slash whatever
You can
her
do
other
it.
name is.
Elvira.
I believe. Yeah.
Alvira.
Why does she have 2 names?
Because she's a Swedish intelligence agency and she is in love with a robot.
Yeah. It's a tragic love, in fact.
It's
For
not
the
a
robot.
it's a one-sided
A creepy love.
Great. And where is said robot? Just so we know. And I'm sure everybody is really, really worried about her.
Bananagrams.
That's not where she is.
She's at the Wild
She's-
Promised Land Motorcycle Club
Yeah, the
with
Promised
Anders, who doesn't blink and has a sweatshirt that says "Terrifying Ride."
All of these are correct because Anders is also a robot.
A robot.
A robot. Okay, so they're in Stockholm. They will eventually need to get back to the place where they live.
You
And
say that, but I don't know if that's actually true.
you don't have to. Your anchors are there. That's the only reason why to go back.
Oh, think of
That is
Meatball.
true. I would
Think
have
of
to.
I can
Meatball.
talk to mine anywhere in the universe.
It is. Yours has
I
distressingly
don't know.
long
You've
reach.
never tried a radius this far, so it could
She's
be.
unbounded cosmically.
But you might be.
U.S.
So okay, you're in this computer cafe. It's the 90s, so it's the computers from the 90s there, and you have managed to connect the second computer tower. And you see, you have a few folders pop up, um, and you just can tell that each folder is like a time frame, so it's like January, February, March, April, etc. What do you want to do? Do you just want to go through all of them? Do you have a specific time you want to look at?
I want to look at the most recent folder.
Okay. So you open the most recent folder. We're in the fall, so it's probably like September. You see that um they have dates for each installation and they don't label it by person. So, like if this was a normal operating room, maybe you would think a client's chart, it would be done by charts with people's names, but it's in fact listed by the model of the installation being installed. So you see, like Hive 2.0. You see uh different, essentially like different names of what you assume are installed models. And I would say in September there's probably 4 installations. So you'll see Hive 2.0. You'll see
I'm gonna pull.
Primogenitor.
I'm gonna pull out the chip and see what it says on it. What model does it say?
You see that it says Hive 2.0.
Oh, perfect. I'll click the 2.0.
Great. You look at that. You open Hive 2.0 for like for September, 28th, and it's a picture. It's a headshot of a person, and it says installation completed this time. Yada yada yada. Um, client picked up. Yada yada yada. Paid for by Hallie, Sunshine Jackson Core.
Hallie
The
is the evil one.
conspiracy. Is it Harold?
It's not Harold, but it is somebody who you feel like you may have seen on the farm
Sure.
in a collective outfit.
Okay, I'll go back to August. And is there Hive 2.0?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there Harold?
Yes, you see Harold.
Was Harold paid
and
for
in
by
the notes,
Hallie?
yeah, they're all paid for by
Okay,
Hallie.
okay.
So as you click through them, you see like Sunshine Jackson Core. Hallie is the person who paid for all of it. And you see that Harold, the notes said that they had a little trouble installing his chip. There were some abnormalities, but then everything was functioning normally. And if you look through this computer, you can get a rough idea of how many Hive chips that have been installed. The data goes back like multiple years. If you want to save that, you can. If you want to do anything else with it, you can. But that is essentially what you've got.
Perfect. I'm gonna pull out my little flash drive.
Do they
Those
exist?
don't
Floppy
exist.
disk.
Do they exist? Floppy disk, yes, you are allowed to have a floppy disk.
It can store one name on it.
It can store, like a megabyte of data.
Some planes still run on floppy disk, funnily enough.
And I'll download Harold's. Or up to save.
Sure.
Put Harold on the floppy disk.
Great. Anything else you want to do with that information?
That's all that's on this is like folders with chip names and dates and that's
Chip
it.
names. You could see there's probably a folder like for each model. So if you wanted to like know what Hive 2.0 does, it has all the specs on the model. And the different models that they install. So you see that there's probably like 4 different installs that they do.
How many have 2.0 have been installed?
How many 2.0?
Yeah.
I would say you'd have to go through all of them to know. But if you wanted to roll for more information, you could. But I would say if you went, you probably could go through the last year and you would see like maybe 10 2.0s have been installed in the last year.
Okay. Fantastic. All right, friends. We've caught the perpetrator. It's
Hallie.
Hallie Berry.
What perpetrator?
What's her last name?
Person.
Hallie Person. I knew she was not to be trusted.
Hallie's just like a secretary, though.
That's what she wants you to believe.
Wouldn't she just be paying for someone else? I mean, we know they work with Sunshine Jackson. What's his name was talking about a call with her specifically.
We can't trust him either. There's a
Wait.
conspiracy surrounding Sunshine Jackson.
Doesn't
You were
matter
talking to
either
life,
way.
just
We need to
for
put
FYI.
the collective behind bars because they're brainwashing people with computer chips, which is illegal on a lot of levels.
Is that illegal?
I'm sure it is.
This isn't Denmark. This is a civilized country.
If the government were doing it, it would be totally legal. But this is a private business. Get it out of here. And then we still need to deal with Sunshine Jackson.
We need to
Somehow.
save Sunshine Jackson.
We need to save
Hallie.
all the robots from Sunshine Jackson.
I don't understand why you guys want to save these robots so bad. They are just
Do we need to
programs.
save those robots? I guess the Wild Ride did say they have to develop their own free will before they're allowed. So we'll see.
I mean, if the robots are part of Viking Land, so if Viking Land, Sunshine Jackson needs her robot Vikings in order to make her Viking Land dreams come true.
Yeah, but if she loses some of them to
Wasn't
free
there
will,
something
that's
else
really
she was
okay.
doing? Well, she was growing people.
She's
with
not.
meat
She
trees.
is not growing people.
The Black Pearl is growing people.
Who do you think funded that?
Hallie,
Only
Person.
the CEO of computers
Your
has
last
that
name
kind of
cannot
money.
be person and be benign about it.
especially not if you work for a robotics company.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe she's just a robot too. In which case, who's behind all the
Oh.
robots? Sunshine.
It goes
This
all the
is-
way to the top.
This
All the robots.
is a deep conspiracy. How can you let the Citizen of the Year fall prey to such a plot?
We can't.
We can't.
We- Wait, she can fall prey to a worse plot.
What are you
Uh,
guys doing in this computer cafe?
I
Are
have
you
no idea what we're
leaving the
doing.
computers?
Lovely.
Are you taking the computers?
No, we're not leaving the computers.
I think we should leave the computers.
with their evidence that we can give to Elvira,
Demonstrated nothing but competence.
nothing but competence.
What evidence? She can't be stopped.
Who is she? What? Which
Elvira.
she?
Can't be
Elvira-
stopped from doing what?
From doing dumb shit.
Oh, yes, okay.
We cannot. Well, maybe we could destroy all of the collective, but I don't think that's our job necessarily.
Look.
So, reminder, the chips are receivers to a transmitter.
Yeah, we only
I have
have to
already thought
destroy
about
the
this.
transmitter, or I could just hack the collective, destroy their chips.
It's not
Bam! Brain freeze. Dead.
just Sunshine Jackson who's using the collective's resources. Sure, we should disable the transmitter when we're back at the greenhouse or whatever it's called.
The farm.
But the farm, that's close enough. There's a greenhouse in the farm.
The Black Pearl.
No, it doesn't matter. Anyways. But they're bad people who need to be stopped.
Who's they?
The brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Or Jaeger and Sons, whatever. The family members.
Jaeger and one son.
That
The
you've seen so far.
collective.
But I don't think that's our job either.
All right, so
That's why we have someone whose job is
Okay,
to
okay,
do
okay,
this
okay,
stuff
the
right
teen
next
managing
to
this
us.
desk is like, your hour's up.
Okay, thanks.
Fuck you.
We brought our own computer. What are we paying you for?
I don't make the rules. You need the monitors.
Who are you gonna call to get rid of us? Shut up and go back to eating pizza.
Do you work at Swedish Party City part-time?
Do you have contacts?
This poor Poor boy. So rude.
Get your pimply face out of here.
He is offended because he's very good looking, okay? And he scuffles back to his desk and picks up the phone.
Perfect. Okay, before we go, I have a plan. So let's
Okay.
discuss it in detail here before we leave.
We're
And take
not
a lot of
using
time
your
doing
monitor.
so.
Look, we're
We're not using the
unplugged.
monitor. We're over here standing. We're just loitering. That's not illegal.
When country hicks come into Stockholm and think they own the place.
Okay.
I'll show you,
We
country hick buddy.
here is a flawless plan with very few steps and very few opportunities for failure.
Okay.
We hack the collective.
Uh-huh.
We use them to destroy the Black Pearl.
Uh-huh.
Step 1.
Yep.
Step
I
2.
think that should really be step 1 and 2.
Okay. Step 3. We go back to the Promised Land. We tell them that the collective is trying to make robots out of people, and they will not like that. So then they destroy the collective. Step
But we
2.
already destroyed the collective in step 2. Oh
No,
no.
we destroyed the Black Pearl in step 2.
Okay. I see where this is going.
We outsource all of our destruction.
Like good interns. I don't hate that plan, surprisingly, though I think it hinges on a lot of success. I'm not sure if the wild ride did not seem interested in A, helping us, or B, doing anything useful.
Yes, but they also, because I was like, what makes a
That's
robot
a
a
weak
robot?
spot.
And they said a robot has to be made or something. They had some nonsense
They
answer.
said
So
that
we can just.
they didn't have to breathe, and we did.
Yes, but then we say, but they're making robots who can breathe. So your logic is going to fall apart. You're going to have to open your gates, and their xenophobia
You're
will kick
so
in,
persuasive.
and then they will have to be moved to violence.
Sarah, I'd like to replug in my computer to the monitor.
You may do so, and as you do, the teen quickly dials into the phone. You see him.
Can I do it
I
sneakily?
go over to the desk
Oh,
to
okay.
take out
You
more
have to
of
roll. You have to
Pia's
roll to
money.
distract him.
Oh, I was going to pay him with more of Pia's money that we have, her wallet.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to pay for another hour, that would work too.
If I put another krona on this table, will you hang up that phone?
You know it's 5 kronas.
Yeah, I'm just paying you 1 to hang up your stupid phone. Then I'll
Right,
pay the
that's
5
6
for the hour.
kronas.
Okay. Do you take cashier's check?
No,
Okay, well then here's 6 krona.
thank you. He's just muttering under his breath. "What a bunch of weirdos coming in. I need to get another job."
I bought you another hour. Go for it.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna go to the first Hive 2.0 chip that was installed.
What about the first chip ever?
Well,
And
that
it will
would be
say
good too.
Hallie person.
First Hive chip that was ever installed.
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And what do you want? You just want to
I
read
wanna
up on the person?
know, yeah, who it is. If I don't know who
Who
they are, I don't care. I just want to know if it's somebody I know.
you don't know who they are.
Okay, first chip ever.
First chip ever. That would be like 10 years, like all the way in the way back files. And you can see that it was a chip called Progenitor.
And I don't know the person.
You don't know the person.
Can we control F loop or whatever their name is?
Crafticore.
Crafticore.
Yeah, you can search for Crafticore.
Does anything come up?
I'll pull up my command prompt window.
Yes, you can. I'll just say you as you're scrolling through, you see that Crafticore has um on and off use. It's not like Hive 2.0 where like seems like for the most part Hallie has been the only client using Hive 2.0. You've seen like Crafta has kind of like dabbled in and out of the different installations available. So there have been like people here or there, and some of them you see like are labeled like test subjects. So that very first one, with the primogenitor chip, was a test. Like it said test subject um, in tandem with Crafticore. And you
We
look
see
at who
any
paid for it, and it says Jared.
Jared?
Jared.
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 Well, I don't like that. Do we have any? Is there any Natasha's, Elizabeth, or Yarnix?
No Natasha's, Elizabeth, or Yarnix.
Oh,
No.
perfect.
If I do a search for Hallie person,
hmm
is it just ones that she's paid for, or is she associated with any others?
Just those Hive 2.0 ones.
If I whisper, I get down close to Mick and I whisper into her ear and I say,
I know what you're
"Look,
thinking.
search for
Michael.
Lucas's brother, Michael, and his parents' name. What's your last name? I don't even know your last name.
I
Do
don't
you know
have
your?
one.
Yeah,
I'm
Lucas, tell us
Jock.
your last name. Here,
Search for Jock. Jockson.
Jockman. Jockson.
Do you want some choices?
No, I'm Lucas
Larson?
Jackson.
Jockson?
Mm-hmm.
My
I
last
live
name
up
is
to the family
Flurman.
name.
Mine is Crab Doter.
Crab Dalter? Okay, wait. So what are you searching for?
Michael Jockson.
So they don't have the names of the patients. You're just seeing their faces. So you would have to search for
We
his
have a
face.
whole hour.
Okay.
I guess we know when he went missing, so we can look around that time frame.
And we also know when fake Michael came back, so we can look around that time.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. What do you want to do first?
Fake Michael.
Fake Michael. Okay. So Fake Michael is a very recent development. His parents went away and they came back with Fake Michael. So that was probably in like the last, like probably in August or anything like that. So you see in August you have a Hive installation, 2.0 installation, you see primogenitor, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see another chip called eudaimonia, and those are the three types that you have to choose
I'll click eudaimonia.
She had to look down and read that one. It's important.
And you open that up and have you seen Fake Michael? Do you know what Fake Michael looks like? Okay, so you see Fake Michael.
I'm distracting Lucas during this time.
And
Lucas
you
is already
also
distracted.
see...
He's watching that teenager
Oh,
at
good.
the desk like a hawk.
You see Fake Michael and you see Lucas's parents.
I knew it and he didn't believe me. Is there any like rationale, or is it like purchase order this
My
for
parents work for Crafticore, I thought.
Yeah. Has that ever kept Craftcore from experimenting on their own employees?
Okay. I'm gonna delete Harold.
Oh, yeah.
And take this instead.
Can I
from the
investigate
floppy
the
disk.
file
Yeah.
or the information to see if we can learn anything from it?
Sure. Always. Do you want to investigate? Do you want to comprehend? I feel like maybe I don't know. Let me look at what you get.
I would much rather investigate, but I would comprehend.
All right, fine. You can investigate. I don't care.
Perfect. I just looked at my items to see if any of them were applicable. I just have +2 Pia as an item.
You do. I think you scored like so well on something. I was like, just
Oh,
take.
that was comprehend. That was not what I wanted to roll. Ignore
All
that.
right, fine.
That's
Oh.
better.
We're gonna deduct one success because
That's fair.
you misrolled the first one. Okay. Great. So you get to ask questions.
A lot of them.
And are you applying this? You're applying this just to the files you just found, the eudaimonia files.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Is there any like hidden information that like I don't know, like inside of like the purchase orders or anything like that that I can find?
Um, hidden information. Um, I would say no. It's all like above board. Like what this order says is what really happened. Like whoever paid for it is the
Mhm.
person who,
Okay.
paid
What does
for
it
it.
mean?
It means that these 3 had a eudaimonia chip installed in August. If you click into the eudaimonia model, you can see that eudaimonia is about making a new reality, essentially, in the mind of the people there, and it's all about promoting well-being and happiness.
Unorthodox use of this next question. How can I get into, out of, or past something? Is there like a security bananagrams protocol for eudaimonia?
There is not a security bananagrams protocol for eudaimonia. It would have to be physically altered.
Oh, that's something a tentacle can't solve. Or not something a tentacle can't solve. Okay. Any threats I can perceive here outside of the obvious?
um, eudaimonia works best tweaking small things. So, they didn't try to make like they gave them a physical sun. They didn't like make them see a sun that wasn't there, kind of a thing. So it's kind of already encouraging a positive,
But
like what they
Get
expect.
the body. Who is this guy?
yeah, exactly. I mean, he must be like in
I was
on it and
waiting for this
acting, right?
question.
Because if it just
No,
tweaks,
he's got it installed too.
no, I know he's got it installed, but that doesn't make sense.
What's
Like
your
a
question?
body requisition from local high school? Like, is there a place where they say they got the body?
It says
He's a
volunteer
college
orphan.
student.
Volunteer orphan. Okay, this is not a happy story. You just wanted a brother, they just wanted a family. It all's above board now.
Life and Class Yeager and Sons are really a charity getting orphans adopted.
Okay, that's all the information I want to know.
Okay. Are you sure?
Is there anything big you want to tell me or that you want to share with the class?
No,
Who
other
paid
than
for
that.
this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Who
Folks.
paid?
Who paid for this?
Oh, that was a question. I thought that was just like you don't recognize the name, but it seems like it's attached to Crafticor.
Okay. Okay, I don't think there'll be anything, but I'll go back to the month that Michael went missing and see if there's something there too.
You look into eudaimonia and there's like one person maybe, but nothing familiar. Go, Logan.
So can we do a brief run through of all of the chips and see if there's anything like Hive 2.0 makes people a collective? Is there anything that like uploads someone to the internet?
Oh,
Is there like, I don't know, Internet Explorer 3.0?
Yeah, you can look through. So you know that there's Hive 2.0, and it does seem to be that it makes a hive mind or one unified entity out of multiple entities. And that's controlled through the transmitter. Um, Primogenitor, you realize it's kind of it's a physical thing. You don't it's not anything about the internet.
The
Eudaimonia, you already
ugliness.
know. And the last one is uh the last one is their earliest Primogenitor's their earliest chip. This is the second earliest. And you see that it is mainly about enhancing cognition. So there's nothing about entering anybody into
Becoming
the
the
internet.
internet. Okay.
Well, now you've raised another question. Can we look? Can we search for Mick's name and then for my name and then for Alex's name? Can we search through
We
every
can't
single
search
person we know?
names.
Oh.
It's not, you can't search by name, but you
Wait,
can go through
wait,
every
wait, wait,
file.
wait, wait.
Wait. Yeah. Okay, you can go.
I love you guys. Lucas, what are you doing while all this is happening? I just imagine they're arguing at this computer, like trying to computer, like Birdie's trying to click on things, and Mick is like, "No, that's not how you computer."
I'm giving the desk guy the death glare. And I'm also like watching the bus and kind of keeping an eye out to see if like Pia wakes up suddenly and I notice anything weird happening. But otherwise, I mean, I'm not really listening to them. If they're
Okay.
gonna be really loud, I might. I'm not far away by any means.
No, I think they're just going, "Oh,
Wait,
and what about
wait.
this?"
Oh,
Go back, go back.
Scroll up.
Birdie's just like, "Picture, go back, rewind." Okay, so what did y'all want to do? You wanted to
The
go
one that
look.
Jared bought.
Yeah.
Is it
Primogenitor.
injectable?
You know that there are microchips involved.
Yeah, but they could be really micro.
Yeah, I mean, could be nano.
Nano chips in the bloodstream.
Yeah, it looks like for that one, there's also transmitter receiver thing happening too, but it is much more complicated than the other than just like a chip in the brain. That's easy. This, their first work was much more complicated, and then they decided like we're gonna make things easier on ourselves and make less complicated products to go to market.
So it's not a
Yes.
chip in the brain.
It's not just a chip in the brain, no. Logan.
When did I start having spooky visions?
I don't know. That's a question for you because that's also your problem.
Mm-hmm.
How spooky is spooky? Like, what's the turning point for
I think
spooky?
the 8-legged horse might be the turning.
Okay. When
Are we talking about
did
your mom appearing spooky? Are we talking about like 8-legged horse spooky?
I guess not even spooky. When did I start having visions? Period.
I thought you started having visions when you were young and
Yeah,
just
I'm
haven't
only
told anybody about
16.
it. Yeah, I know, but didn't you like go away to camp one day? Like
Yes.
weren't you experimented on
Yes, that
in
you are
secret?
getting to my question now.
Okay. All right, tell it. Lay it on me. Lay it on me, boo.
Is that like, oh, this is weird that me going to that camp, there's a date for that in here. Oh, look, open it up, it's a picture of me.
Uh, um, no, not in
Okay,
this.
good.
You don't have Genius 5.0 or whatever, the enhanced cognition one, nor do you have eudaimonia, primogenitor, or Hive 2.0.
Same.
Missed a big bullet there.
Yeah.
That's one less problem for me to worry about. Okay. Anything else y'all want to do? Have I answered the questions? Yeah. It's a lot to process.
So I do think I now want to take these computers.
Yeah, I think we should too. At least we can leave. Well, maybe we don't leave any of them. We'll take both of them.
Yeah, because that guy's definitely going to rat us out, pointing and talking about the guy right in front of him.
Okay. Are you guys hopping back on the bus with computers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. What do you want to do now?
Is Pia
Theo's
still
like,
here?
we gotta go back.
We got to go back?
Yeah. I gotta get this bus en route. I gotta be ready for my next drive.
Okay, that's fine. If we need to come back to Stockholm, we can hitch a ride with Pia, who's going to have to come get her car.
True. Or you could take Rudy. I don't know. There's options. You got options.
I don't think little Rudy can make it all the way to Stockholm.
He's got squid side mirrors. What are you talking about? Okay, great. Do you guys want to do anything on the ride? Otherwise, it'll just be like
I asked them
Oh.
what they found out.
I have something I want to do, yeah. Lucas, if
Yeah.
we do something that you would not like to hear, would you like us to tell you, or would you like us to never mention it or bring it up again? Hypothetically.
Birdie, my whole life involves things that I don't want to hear.
You know so many things Lucas doesn't want to hear.
What kind
Okay.
of question is that?
Okay, this is actually good news. This is good news. This is good things to hear. You remember how you have a fake Michael?
Yes.
And you remember how we were really concerned because your parents had gone crazy and were pretending that it was fake Michael was real Michael?
Yeah.
Well, the good news is your parents aren't crazy. They have microchips on their brains.
This is good news.
Yeah.
Have microchips?
Yeah.
What? Who?
You can ask who put the microchips in their brain after we just toured a brain chip facility.
They don't have anything to do with Sunshine Jackson or the collective. That
It's
doesn't
not
make
the
any sense.
collective. It's a different chip called the onomatopoeia.
Yes. It's called the onomatopoeia.
Eudaimonia.
Have they ever made
What do they
strange
just have
animal
a
noises?
chip for everything?
No, they only have 5 chips.
That doesn't make.
It makes so much sense.
It
Lucas.
makes a lot of sense.
Why would they even?
Because they couldn't replace your brother with a fake person and not have your parents believe it.
Why would they? They don't need to replace my brother. First of all, we just need to find him. Second of all,
Yep.
we were doing fine for the most part. They were just avoiding the problem, and I was gonna fix it.
But now they're avoiding the problem with competence.
With competence. Okay, fine. How do we
And
get them out?
Lucas, your family has adopted
Who
an
paid
orphan.
for it?
Yeah. Someone we don't know of, I don't think.
Okay, they've adopted.
You knew it was
I don't
Craft Core.
care.
Think of the orphans. This orphan's happy in your family now.
This orphan is an adult person. They don't need to be in my family. They're not my family.
Are they roughly the same age as Michael, or is it like a 47-year-old pretending to be a...
No, it's roughly the same age as Michael.
Okay. How do we solve that? I couldn't have the slightest guess. You could just start shouting random words at them. Maybe they have a bananagrams we don't know about.
Well, there has to be a transmitter, right?
No,
Because there's one for everything
Birdie,
else.
bananagrams was for the robots. I can't bananagrams the collective.
What is a robot if not a?
Sounds like quitters talk, but
Yeah. If you put a microchip in your brain, you're a robot.
No,
Why not?
because you can breathe.
That is not the end all be all of robots.
that logic is still pretty solid. um,
What did you want to do, Lucas?
I was just gonna ask them what they all learned,
well,
but I've
they
learned some of what
preempted you.
they've told me.
Mhm.
Pia is still knocked out in a slumber.
Uh-huh. That's fine. Is she a robot when she dies? She's not breathing then.
God. No,
That's a
she's
good
a dead
question.
body. Okay,
Oh, Birdie, I think robots don't have souls.
maybe robots are zombies. They're dead bodies that have been animated.
No, dead bodies also don't have souls, so dead bodies are robots.
This is a real productive conversation we're having.
I think it's on brand for high schoolers.
It is. It is. Theo's like, I met a weird robot once.
You did?
You've
Yeah.
met multiple weird robots before, buddy. Just to remind you.
He was a janitor at my school.
Just a janitor robot?
Yeah,
That's
but he
pretty
smelled
cool.
real bad, so it was easy to tell.
Mm. Well, that's interesting,
Okay.
Theo.
That's a weird side note. Anyways, please go back to driving.
You're gonna be focusing on the road. Does Pia wake up at all before we get back?
Pia is like out for a day, I would say.
Is she alive?
She
To
is
get her medical
alive,
attention.
but she is in a deep slumber. Tentacle whip is not to be trifled with.
She's in a 24-hour coma. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. No brain
Induced.
damage.
I'm
Induced
equivalent to
coma.
a surgeon with this thing.
Okay. So unless y'all want to do anything, I'm gonna say Theo drops you off at Mick's house where he basically picked you up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
what do y'all
drag the
want to do
body
now?
off the bus and we put it in the hole in the backyard.
The hole was filled in. There's a dead body in that hole.
Yeah, we buried
There
we
is a
buried
dead
Harold
body
in the hole.
Mm.
But you could start a new hole.
It was a good idea though.
Flashback to when I dug a second hole slightly further away.
No flashbacks.
Okay.
We can just
Tie her up somewhere. Well, she can't go anywhere.
She
We
can't
need to
go anywhere.
use her for something.
Yeah. I can't remember. I remember looking for stuff to blackmail her with. And I think that's why I got the Pia +2. But did we do anything else with
I
that?
think it was literally the only thing to blackmail her with was not whatever her name is.
Crocca.
Crocca?
Burgett.
We could stash her at Birgit's
I think
house.
we should stash her at Birgit's house.
No.
She can
That
go
doesn't
in
make any
Birgit.
sense.
She can go in the red room.
Hmm.
What better interrogation room than the red room?
What better
By
way to
red
break
you
someone's
mean
will than
Your
to make them
shed,
talk to
probably?
Birgit? Yeah, we could just put her in their garage.
We can't. We could put her in the garage. We cannot put her in the shed.
What, same? I don't
No.
know.
What's in the shed?
The shed is where all my cool shit is.
Don't you have a giant squid body back there too?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. That's more evidence that something is wrong in this world.
We never followed up on that. That's fine.
I don't
Lucas
think there
is just slowly
was
having a breakdown.
an opportunity to follow up on that.
It was a delivering of a tentacle to us.
It was truly a gift from the heavens.
Okay. We put her
Through
in
the
the garage.
seas. Poseidon has blessed us.
I will stay with her till she wakes up.
You're not going home?
No. Unless you want me to.
No, you had a condition. I didn't know if you wanted to
I
clear
don't have a
it.
condition.
Oh, sorry. You don't have a condition. Everybody else does, though. Okay, cool. So you're gonna hang out in the garage. Are you gonna let Mick's dad know you're in there?
Yes, I'm gonna say, Mr. Mixdead, you can't come in here. It's girl business.
And he's like, okay, have fun.
Lucas immediately walks in.
And then he goes, what?
I've got a
That's my
special
favorite
pass.
Mick,
Pia in
did
a
you want to
chair.
do anything?
What the F are we doing?
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Okay,
Y'all keep
here we
making
go. Here we go.
plans.
Here we go. Here's the plan.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring my monitor down.
Okay.
We're gonna
Step one.
plug in the computer. We're gonna tie Pia up to a chair with only her arms free, and then the only thing she can do is browse these illegal installation files until she hyper focuses on that instead of her missing girlfriend robot, and then we can set her free.
Okay. What if we just let her wake up and we say, clock is gone for now. You'll never get her back unless you help us. And we'll report you to the Swedish Intelligence Agency because I have your badge right here if you don't help us.
I think we don't need to give her the crock of carrot because the crock of carrot's not coming back.
Okay, we just say, clock is gone.
Yeah.
You won't get her back. Period. Help us.
Or else.
Or Crocker will never come back.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an idea. We wait for her to wake up. Then we say, Croc is gone forever. You only have one chance to make a whole new Crocker, but you have to do it at... No, never mind. That would backfire. I say we wake her up. She wakes up and we check her general disposition toward us. We go from there.
Probably bad.
What if
That's
we go
fine.
back to Stockholm and we get Jaeger and Sons to install a chip into her head that makes her forget about Kraka?
Ooh,
No.
this has potential. We say, Mr. Life and Klaus Jaeger, we have all of your laptops. I don't know if you noticed they all went missing. We won't expose you unless you put a chip in this woman's head to make her forget her robot lover so we can use her to destroy a Hallie person who is also a subject you've operated on, unrelated.
Yeah.
She's the woman paying you, never mind.
I was like, Hallie
you
is not.
have
She's just
seen
paid.
no evidence.
All right, this sounds like fun girl time.
Mhm.
Do y'all have school tomorrow?
Mhm.
Does it even matter anymore?
Does it even? I mean, that's a different question entirely. You guys are all gonna stay in Mixed Garage and hash out a plan. Should we take a break before you come up with a plan?
I think the plan is clear.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a plan.
We hack into the collective. That's simple. That's straightforward. We've done it once. We can do it again.
I think we operate best improvising.
Plan, no plan. Okay. So I'm assuming that means just we'll move forward with
We're gonna
time.
continue talking about potential shitty plans until she wakes up.
Okay, got it. So I said 24 hours. You could go to school in that time and leave her. Okay, so you guys all just like take a mental health girls' day and don't go to school. Okay, great. Did you the other two want to talk to your anchors at all or not?
Go home, Lucas. Go home to your cat, who's
I'm
the only
gonna
person not
steal
microchipped.
Meatball out of that house
Rescue him.
and bring him somewhere safe, which is nowhere.
I was just gonna
Which is
say,
my
where's
hockey
that?
bag.
He's just got a cat in
Um,
his hockey bag. No, I just want
no,
to offer you the chance in case you wanted to clear your conditions, not that you have
I will not go home right now.
I'm not talking to my dad.
to. He gasps from the from the room. He feels the mental thrust of that statement and gasps in horror.
I will
Okay.
lead Lucas to try to get rid of a condition,
You can try.
in spite of, instead of him going home. I
How are
will.
you gonna lead me?
I will try to explain to you that it's not that bad that your parents have chips in their heads, because chips are removable, and if they were just crazy, their brain's not removable. So really, this is a potential solution in the making. As for who that strange man
That's
living in your
not
brother's house
inspiring.
is, well, you don't get a say in how inspiring it is.
Only the dice do.
Only the dice do. And they say
Oh
you're
my
very
god.
inspired.
You're like, this is manageable. Now we know we
Can I
can
have
manage it.
secondhand inspiration?
Yeah, can I clear one of her conditions too instead of one of my own?
Sure, but you got to give her a pep talk too. What's the pep talk?
Yeah.
How is she included?
How is she included? See, Mick, it could be worse because at least Alex has a implant that can come out of his body. These other chips go into your brain, and who knows if they can even come out. It could be lethal if you remove it. I say that part a little quietly, but with the other, you just put a needle in and you yoink it out. So it's really a reversible problem.
That's true.
And she feels comforted.
Great. Cleared them conditions then.
And then I lead them in through some midnight yoga, and we all unlock our mind chip chakra.
A chakra you didn't even know you had. Where's the mind chip chakra located?
In the back of the
Yeah,
head.
that's
Yeah,
what I was thinking too, like where the matrix
Yeah.
inserts are.
You have to unlock your mind chip chakra, so it's filled with energy, and you can't fill it with microchip.
Ooh.
Perfect. Great. So, you guys, it's another day. You've just been hatching out more bad plans. Being like, "Well, she wakes up this, this, she wakes up that, we'll blackmail her this." And then you finally hear it's maybe like 2 p.m. Pia's just going. She starts twitching and she wakes up. She goes, "Where? Where is she?"
Who?
Oh, gaslight her.
Who?
You guys really do
Elvira!
need to improvise.
Elvira, you are just. You have been out so long, Elvira. Are you feeling okay, Elvira?
How do you guys know that name? Who are you?
You've been
Who sent you?
unconscious for 2 months.
Wait, is Elvira her real name or
Yeah,
her fake
real.
name? Oh.
It's her real name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's her real name. Elvira, you've been out for 2 months. You've been having a fever dream. We've been talking about Kia. We've been so worried.
Wait, no, you guys were the interns at this. What are
No,
you
we're
talking
your
about?
coworkers.
Elvira, we're your coworkers. We're part of the Swedish intelligence agency.
I don't know that for sure. They never briefed me on this.
Who's they, Elvira?
The Swedish intelligence agency. What do you guys want to do?
Gaslight her.
Okay. Into
Emotionally fuck up this woman even more.
so that she what? Gaslight her into
He has doubts that Kraka is real.
like just Kraka her whole time at the farm?
Just
Like, what are we
Kraka.
going for?
Just
Well-
Kraka.
Do you want
Because we need
her
her to go back
believe-
to the farm, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. I feel like that's a charm. I
Who's
just
the most
need
charming?
Me.
a slightly more articulate
Hmm.
outcome. So you want her to think that Kraka was like a coma dream.
No, so Elvira, we were on a mission and it all went bad and you got knocked out. There was this automaton. It was called the Croc, and it was our enemy, and it brainwashed you. And so we thought we lost you, Elvira, but you're back
Great.
to us now.
Okay, great. So she's like, it's not real. That's what we're going for.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. And then depending on how much you get in this charm will depend on if you can get her to do the other things, the additional things of like going back, continuing the operation, changing her mind more about what happened through gaslighting, which is the opposite of charm.
What's your charm, Theo?
7.
Perfect.
Lucas.
Lucas. I will lead him by leading her into the story and then setting him up.
Sure, go for it.
Can I use my +2 Pia item to use personal details of herself in the story to make it more believable?
No, because you're leading Lucas. You're not leading Pia.
There.
If you were charming Pia, I would let you use it.
Can I use my +3 tentacle whip?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Wow.
I'm rolling.
See, you didn't
Oh,
even
what?
need that. You didn't even need that +2 Pia.
Well, what would it have been, Sarah? We'll never know.
Worse.
It'll been the exact same.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Lucas will
You
jump
take your
in
+6 dice.
with his extra dice and he'll say, "You're in a safe and secure situation. We're getting ready to go back undercover. The problem is things have gotten even more complicated than we originally thought. The Croc was sent and programmed by the collective. We've got some intelligence on them. We're going to need your help deciphering it, and then we're going to take down both the collective and Sunshine Jackson in one fell swoop."
Not the last one.
Not that one. He meant to say the Croc.
No, I'm charming her.
He is the one charming her. And I'll say, okay, great. So you
That
succeed.
sucked.
That did suck, but you got
Good.
it.
Great. You got it. She'll believe you. But you're gonna have to like maybe reinforce this lie like as things unfold
yeah.
at the farm. Just
Yeah.
as just as things unfold. I want to make sure she'll believe you now, but like if something crazy, if something
She's
crazy
got a
is
great
revealed.
round 2 when she tries to debrief with the Swedish intelligence agency.
She doesn't even know what she doesn't even know. Okay, so she's like, "Oh my god, what happened? What? I don't remember the Croc. I just remember Kraka. I loved Kraka."
That was the
The
brainwashing.
brainwashing. Oh my god, it went so deep.
And you've managed to like hit her brainwashing fear, which every Swedish intelligence agency officer knows to fear deeply.
Her deep paranoia.
Deep paranoia. Because they know just enough to know that it's probably possible. And so she's like, "What? Tell me everything. Who are you?"
You don't remember our names?
No, I mean I
Our
do,
code
but
names?
I remember you from the time, but is that your actual names? Mick, Lucas,
No.
and Birdie?
Those are our
No.
names.
No.
My name
what's
is
the plan? What do
Bjork.
we do
His
now?
is her.
You can
Theirs is
call me-
Bjork.
You can call
And-
me Chief Executive Attorney.
She's like, okay, that doesn't matter. I know who you are. I don't need your real names.
This is a top secret mission. We're not allowed to give you our real names.
You don't have that clearance.
This is for everyone's safety in case
I
we
feel
get
like you guys are just
brainwashed.
living out your best spy dreams now.
This is specifically an anti-brainwash protocol procedure.
Okay, but when, like, what do we do next? Do we go back to the farm? What do I need to do to uncover Sunshine Jackson?
We have evidence on the collective and Hallie person on this computer right here that I've set up with this
Her
monitor.
assistant,
and
great.
And,
yes, her assistant.
Yeah, her assistant. Ignore the ropes. We didn't use those.
Oh, to tie me up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was in case the brainwashing was too deep and we couldn't get you back.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Take a look at this.
Dun, dun, dun. And she looks through it and she's like, oh, wow, this is, I mean, if we can connect this to Sunshine Jackson, then it's just this is the material we need to shut down the farm.
I mean, what if we can get a recording of her agreeing to payments to the collective or something?
We got Hallie person's name right here.
You can see she never made these payments.
It was Hallie.
Hallie wouldn't do anything without Sunshine's permission. You know that.
That's what Hallie wants you to believe.
Well, we're gonna need somebody who's admitting to these payments anyway.
Hallie, her name is right there. She doesn't need to admit anything.
Yeah, but people can fake names on credit. You know, there's no credit cards, but fake bank accounts.
Okay.
We need a visual and verbal statement and confirmation.
We're gonna go
Have you
undercover as
seen
collective agents
Ah.
to say that we need her to sign. We need Sunshine Jackson specifically to sign off on the new purchases from the collective to make up for the breaches in security. If Sunshine declines and says, I never made any purchases from the collective, I don't know who you are, then maybe she's not guilty for this crime.
You don't think it'd be odd if the 3 interns she hired 2 days ago show up and say, we're with the collective now?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that question.
We had a whole conversation with her.
It was a good plan.
I don't know if Lucas was there for very long, though. So Lucas maybe could do it.
Oh, I left.
She would remember the person when she was walking around. Oh, wait, is that Hallie? Who said, maybe don't let him destroy your lab, Pia.
That was Hallie.
That was Hallie?
Hallie's like, I have enough work to do already. Like, maybe don't let him.
And
be
we're
your intern anymore.
super spy agency people, so we
Yes.
can totally disguise Lucas up.
Okay, so what if Lucas is right and Sunshine Jackson is bad? She already cloned all 3 of us, so she knows
That's
what we
pretty
look
bad
like.
too.
This is good.
Yeah,
We
so
have to
she
work
knows
our
what we
way.
look like.
We have to work our way through the hypotheticals.
You have had your identity badge photos taken. At
We
an
pretend to be
unnecessarily
the
high-
clones.
There are ways to make yourself look
Oh.
different enough
We-
that people don't recognize you.
The
They
disguises
pretend
have
to be
been
the
given to
clones.
us.
Their dead bodies have been there for the last 48
Yeah.
hours.
Pia is just standing there looking at you guys like,
Your name is
she's like,
Elvira
okay.
now.
well, I have to, don't you want me to go back undercover? I should report to work.
Yes.
Yeah, if you still have a job, your performance has been pretty bad undercover,
I
Elvira.
still have a job. Viking Land needs to happen and they fast and I'm the fastest robot maker in the West.
Do you not remember when you destroyed your whole lab after the Croc brainwashed you?
I did what?
Yeah, you whipped out a tentacle
I
from
should
nowhere.
I should go anyway.
We
And we'll
need
come
someone
with you.
on the inside. At the
And
very
once we're
least.
there, we will be forced to make a decision to progress forward.
Correct.
The other option is we find the transmitter at least and shut that down.
But yeah, that's what my plan is.
We find the transmitter and use the collective.
But that's not to do what?
He is like,
Destroy the
okay,
Black
well,
Pearl.
I'll meet you at work tomorrow.
I guess we didn't destroy the trees.
Oh, another thing, Agent Elvira, your car was a casualty in the operation. You don't have that anymore.
What?
It's long gone.
You'll be properly compensated when you return to base.
Just you be compensated
Rented
at headquarters.
On the headquarters cart.
Pia's just like, oh, I have a headache, and she just like starts holding her head. And she's like, is
I
there any
bet you do
aspirin?
have a headache.
You've been unconscious for 3 months.
Can I have some aspirin, please?
We don't have ibuprofen. My household's against it.
All right,
Here's
fine.
here's a piece of jade. It's just as good.
Rub it on your temples. That's what Birdie makes me do. Oh,
She takes the jade and she just like goes out and she's like, oh, I guess I'll catch the bus then.
But not that buzz.
No, that bus is gone. Okie dokie, Smokey.
Wow,
Give her
guys, that
some
went
money
really
from her
good.
own wallet to catch the buzz.
She's like too much out of a daze to care. So she goes back to her house and she'll go to work at the farm in the morning.
That went flawlessly.
That went
Well,
flawlessly. That wasn't even
Lucas- yeah.
brainwashing. Wasn't one of our plans.
No,
No.
I'm impressed.
She asked a question and it just was clear the direction we needed to go.
yeah,
Both of you did the same answer at the same time.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's take a 10-minute break here since we've dealt with Pia for now. Poor Pia.
Elvira.
Elvira Pia. And yeah, we'll come back in 10 minutes and we'll start on the second half.
Okay.
And we're back. Always on time. Punctuality is our middle name
Just
whenever
a
it
quick
comes to
10-minute break.
just a quick 10-minute break
It's always a
twice.
quick 10-minute break. How
double
many
the
10-minute breaks you
double the
don't
break,
know?
double
We
the
do
fun.
never specify the amount of 10-minute breaks we will be taking.
There's just a lot of quick ones.
It's just there's so much to say behind the scenes. So many snacks to get, all that jazz. So much fuel that we all need to play well. So we just sent Pia off. She's going to go to work tomorrow.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all collectively decided everybody's going home.
Mhm.
And then you're going to do school, and then you're going to go to work, which is work as your intern for Sunshine Jackson at the farm. So you're already at Mick's house. Pia's gone. And go. Scene start.
Bye! And then I go home.
Bye! I'll go
Bye.
Bye.
Great. That was 100% perfect
that was
acting.
the
I support.
best 24-hour girl time ever. Thanks for leaving us alone, Dad.
Mick, and you turn around and you see your dad, and he's wearing glasses. He doesn't usually wear glasses.
Why did you say something so innocuous and it's still so upsetting?
He's wearing, and they're not like fashion glasses. They're not even like he has a slight head, it's not like he needed a slight adjustment to his prescription, like to his eyes, and they're really thin. No, they're like thick prescription glasses. A la 80s statement glasses,
Oh man, I am really wiped after that girl time, and I skipped school today, so I just need to hit the books and then hit the bed.
Okay, honey, have fun. And he's doing his stuff. He's moving around just fine. Looks like he can see fine with these prescription glasses he's never needed before in his life. And he's like, okay, honey. And he's like, that sounds great. Just so you know, I like during girl time, I got a call from Alex. He's really feeling not great. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be trying to like help take care of him for, I think he's got like the flu or something. He's just been feeling terrible
Why
like
doesn't
the
he come
last
here?
week and a half. What is he? You want him to come over here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he can come over here. I'll go pick him up and drive him.
Okay.
But so you'll know that he'll probably stay with us for like, I don't know, until he feels better.
Yeah, that's great. Can you drive? Did you get an updated like driving test? Eyeball test?
Oh, yes, the driving eyeball test. You're so funny, sweetie. He's like, no, I've always had glasses.
Okay, goodbye.
He's like,
Man.
yeah, I knew you were just joking.
I
You
wish
just
we
did
had a ham radio situation.
You can build a ham radio situation.
Yeah, why
if
did
you
we
want.
not set that up? Where's
I
our
don't know.
walkie-talkies?
I don't know. There's still time. You have a whole squid in the back. Who knows what that can be made into? All right. Anything else you want to do, Mick?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Tell me.
So my dad's gonna get back with Alex.
I mean, he was never not with Alex, but
No, he's going to come back with
oh
Alex.
yes. They never broke up, okay?
And then they're gonna go to bed. And then I'm gonna take my dad's glasses.
Okay. Sounds great. I love it. I won't make you roll for that because I feel like that's just a thing every kid knows how to do is sneak in when their parents are dead asleep and steal stuff. Okay, great. So your dad comes back. Alex is like out of it. He looks totally a mess. Like stubble growing, like bags under his eyes.
He's having
Out
withdrawal.
of it. He's having mysterious
withdrawal.
quicksilver substance withdrawal.
Yep.
And your dad like puts him to sleep. He's like, okay, honey, like Alex is here. I'm gonna go to bed. See you in the morning. Goes to sleep. Is your dad a snorer? Like, what's
Yeah.
the sign? How do you know when he's in the deepest of sleeps and it is time for you to get in and get out?
When he stops snoring.
Okay. So you hear the snore and then the stop. It's your time.
Snake, snake, snake. I'm gonna take them and put them somewhere that he conceivably could have put them, but did not. Like,
Like hard to reach? Like
no,
what?
like
Like
in
what's your goal?
the bathroom, behind in the cabinet behind the mirror that doesn't get used.
Okay. Great. You do that.
Or like maybe we have a guest bathroom, and then the guest bathroom cabinet.
All right, that's good. That's even
Yeah.
better.
Mhm,
That would be
mhm,
really
mhm.
weird, but not inconceivable.
Not inconceivable, exactly.
Okay, great.
Okay, that's that problem solved.
Are you gonna do?
That's solved.
Are you gonna do anything? Okay. Do you want to see him in the morning? I guess I might.
Nope.
What was your? No.
Nope.
Okay. You go to bed. We'll flash back to you in the morning. We'll let everybody else go, and we'll see what
Perfect.
happens in the morning. Who wants to go next?
Lucas.
Voluntold.
Sure. Can't be that bad.
Okay, Lucas, you live the farthest away.
I do live the farthest away. I'm used to it, but
So on your way back, it's dark. You happen to notice in the sky some really fast, bright lights like moving through the sky. They look like little dots, but you just see like
really high up,
yeah, like
or
definitely plane or higher. Not like Firefly situation, but like
oh,
shooting
stars.
stars. Yeah, but faster than a shooting star and like not necessarily linear. Shooting star just goes in one arc, and this is like,
It's a fancy shooting star.
Great. That's all.
They've really put new coordinates on these guys.
They really. The atmosphere is bouncy now.
GPS on those things is getting crazy.
Lucas, before you make it back home, I have to tell you that Forrest's site in chat tells you that you should just do the same thing with your brother that I did with the glass.
Hide him
Solve
in
that
My
the guest
brother
bathroom.
somewhere.
It's infallible.
It is the only solution.
I want you to get home and everyone is wearing glasses.
I'm gonna kidnap my fake brother and see
Okay.
what my parents do.
Are you really saying you want to do
No,
that, or are you
I'm
just
not
okay?
going to do that.
Okay. You get home. Everybody's up. Your family
Yeah.
is like, we're so glad you're back, Lucas. Don't forget, Michael's birthday is tomorrow.
Is that actually his birthday?
It is not actually his birthday.
Okay. Yeah. I have school commitments. With hockey and everything. Y'all always forget how much stuff I do after school, and you only think about Michael. I've got
and Michael
hockey.
goes,
I've
we should
got-
let Lucas do what he needs to. He doesn't need to come. It'll be fine.
I mean, were y'all planning
Anything for my
something
favorite brother.
special? Oh, I hate him so much.
Well, we were just
Just
gonna have like cake and pizza
save
and
me a
like.
slice of cake. It's fine. I know you don't care about me. You're one real son.
Do you say that out loud or do you say it under your breath?
I say it under my breath.
Okay. Great.
I
Meatball.
lock eyes with fake Michael and I say, "Hey, bro, You want to
Yeah,
go upstairs and
sure.
show me your new hockey moves? There was no way to do this good.
New hockey moves? Yeah, I'd be happy to show you. Come on.
Okay.
Great. He goes up, he grabs old Michael's hockey stick,
I'm
and
filled
he's
with
like
rage temporarily.
making stuff up. He doesn't actually know how to play hockey, but in his mind, he thinks he
Even
does.
worse. I will do a younger brother sneak attack, and I will hop onto his back, and I will inspect for a surgery scar on the back of his neck and
All
in
right.
his scalp, and
I'll let
also
you do that
wrestle
without a roll.
that
I mean,
hockey stick away from him because he
Okay.
doesn't deserve to touch Michael's hockey stick.
Are you gonna call it younger brother sneak attack and then bounce?
Yeah, I'll be like,
So
this
he
is a
knows.
classic. Me and Michael, I'll be like, classic Jockson brother sneak attack.
Great.
Younger
And he
brother sneak
goes, and he
attack.
goes, oh, and he is no Jockson brother.
He
He's
is no
not
Jockson brother.
muscly. He
I jump on
kind of
him, he
like
crumples to the
stumbles.
floor.
Yes. Your parents are like, what was that?
It's fine.
You see, he does have an incision
Meatball's
scar.
just getting a little bigger. Okay.
Poor Meatball goes.
He does have a scar.
He
Okay.
does have a scar, and you wrestle the hockey stick away from him.
Okay,
easily.
thanks, bro. Bye. Never talk to me again.
Great. It was great bonding.
You don't need to get up, I promise.
Cool.
I'm assuming hitting someone very hard in that direct spot is probably not good for them on the whole.
Probably not.
But I could
advisable.
test it on him first because I don't care.
About orphans.
He's an orphan, Lucas.
That means
He's a
nobody will
usurper
care
to
when
the
he
throne.
goes missing.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. Even better.
Anything else you want to do before morning?
Cuddle with Meatball.
Cuddle with Meatball. He had a
Discuss
cheesy
plans
dinner.
to secret Meatball away. Try to figure out if there's a good option.
What does
Maybe we
Meatball
can
say?
Give you. Meatball just purrs on my chest. Maybe Birdie's dad wants a cat for a little bit. I don't think you're safe here anymore. What if they put a chip in you, Meatball? Then he starts crying. And hugs Meatball
Aw,
and goes to
and
sleep.
Meatball is his therapy animal. I imagine he's just holding the hockey stick and Meatball.
Oh,
and-
yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Birdie,
Hmm.
it's your turn.
Yeah,
To go
I
home?
swing by. Yeah, on my way home, I swing by Smith and Smith's on Instant Emporium, Family Grocery, and Secondhand Luggage. I get some of that good incense.
For what
'Cause-
kind? For what purpose is that good incense?
You want sleep near?
I guess I'll pick up some Sleep Near incense and go home.
Okay, great. Miss Smithson isn't there, but her son is there and gives you
Okay.
the discount, the family discount.
Perfect. Grab it. Go home.
You have the incense punch card.
Yep.
Go
Incense in
home.
hand. Go home.
So you walk in and you hear voices. So it's your dad is obviously talking to somebody in
I
the
hear
kitchen.
multiple voices or one voice talking.
Then you hear two people talking and
I-
laughing.
I go. I don't announce myself. I go and I like peek around the corner and see who it is.
Okay, great. So you see your dad's back and he's talking. And you see that the person he's talking to is the one and only Citizen of the Year, Sunshine Jackson.
It's the best
And she's
moment of my
laughing
life.
and go, "Oh, Marcy, you're so funny. I'm just so glad that I could work with your Chief executive intern. I mean,
Executive daughter.
executive daughter. And so they're just having a good time. You get the impression Sunshine is there to talk to you.
Perfect. I've never wanted anything more in my life. I walk in to that kitchen.
Great. Your dad's like, oh,
I
well,
go in.
here.
Oh, Dad, sorry I'm late. I was putting in extra hours of unpaid labor. Oh, Sunshine, Jackson, I didn't know you were here.
My chief executive intern. Unpaid labor. What do you mean? Of course we pay you. It's just after the
In college
probationary
credit.
period. College credit, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I just enjoy the work so much. I do it all the time.
Well, I don't have a chief executive intern for no reason. And she's like, would you excuse us, Lars? We would like to talk. I went to talk to her about some of her duties.
Get out.
Your dad's like, okay. And he he shuffles out and he's like,
I'll go check on the crabs.
and you hear him say, I'll go check on the fish.
I'll
What?
just file that away. We'll revisit that problem in a moment.
Meanwhile, Sunshine Jackson turns and looks at you and says, Birdie, I have been so impressed with the work that you've done as my chief executive intern. I need your help because somebody is trying to smear my name.
I say, one moment. I turn around, breathe into my hands, turn back around, say, I've never wanted anything more in my life than for you to have said those words.
She goes, it's all started with the death of this boy named Sergei. They think I did it. They think somehow Viking land is responsible and that robots can't be trusted. And I just know that somebody's out to get me and I need your help. Yes. What questions?
Out of character. Is
Yeah.
Sergey the person? Did we know the name of the person who went missing in the water months ago?
Sergey washed up on shore, killed by a shark.
Perfect. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Shark.
Killed by a shark. / you noticed that there was a tentacle print.
What was the name of the company on the tentacle? It was something.
Oh, it was. Hold on.
Like Time something.
Time Traveler Corp.
Yep.
Yes. I knew it. It was Time Traveler Corp. We did our own investigation before we worked for you for unpaid college credit labor, and we discovered that Sergey was killed by Time Traveler Corp's giant squid monster. We destroyed it. But
well, there are more reports of robots roaming around. We can't. Somebody told me that Bertha, the resident 4-year-old, saw something.
She's 5 now.
She didn't know about that.
She's not a resident 4-year-old anymore.
She's recently
just
had a
Bertha, the
birthday.
5-year-old.
She's like, well, there have been more reports. There are more of these robots, and somebody's out to get me. Are you sure it's just Time Traveler Corps?
I think
I'm putting you in charge of this investigation. If you manage to pull this off and uncover whatever plot there might be, paid internship, chief executive intern, you'll get your own office.
One moment, please. I go to my drawer that I have installed in the house in every room, and I open it, and it has my emergency crystals, and I pull out one of my crystals.
Yeah.
I just put all of this moment into this crystal, so I will
save
have
it for
this
later?
forever, and then I will put it back down, and I'll come back and say, I will not disappoint you, Miss Jackson. I already have 17 leads, and I think we will solve this problem by tomorrow.
Whoa, wonderful. I cannot wait. I knew I could trust you. You remind me of me when I was young.
I knew you would say that.
And she said, she's like, okay, well, I look forward to getting that report. And she just is like, toodles.
I'll hug her before she leaves,
Oh, she'll accept a hug.
and then
She hugs you like a politician hugs people.
I'll like under my breath whisper, "I knew you had a soul."
Oh, I love it. Okay, great. Um, there you go. Morning time, Birdie.
I call Mick on the telephone
When?
after
Before
this
morning?
encounter.
Okay.
At the night.
Okay.
Okay.
How far are our houses?
They're right next to each other.
Okay. You hear two things simultaneously. You hear Birdie screaming and your phone ringing, and you answer your phone and you hear Birdie screaming through the phone as well.
Ah!
Mick, you will not believe what just happened. Sunshine Jackson was in my house. And she knows. She knows everything. She knows the plot against her. And she tasked me to uncover it. We're going to do it tomorrow. And then I hang up.
I don't believe her.
Why don't you believe her?
I just hang up and say I don't believe her.
I thought you meant you didn't believe Birdie, but you're saying I don't believe Sunshine Jackson.
No, I don't believe Birdie.
Oh, okay.
Also, I need to go find my dad.
Great. Your dad is in his study. I'm assuming he has like his room where all his crab stuff used to be.
What do you mean used to be?
You walk in and it's all fish stuff.
Dad, what is this? These don't have legs.
Why do they need legs? Fish don't have legs. They have fins.
Why do you... Why...
You know that I
When?
have loved fish ever since I read that science fiction novel by Brando Sando.
When
Where
was
the
that?
whole world was written. There was a whole thing about fish in there, and I was just so inspired to become
When was that? When did you read that book?
in college.
So worried about that answer. Oh, I have something, Dad. Oh, I have something. It's called... it's this new 2-person yoga I've been meaning to try out. Can you do it with me?
2-person yoga. I
Mhm.
mean, sure, I'll try. I'm not very,
Okay.
I'm not coordinated.
Oh.
I'm a scientist.
That's fine. Okay, this is what we do. I'll light the incense on the ground. I'll say, okay, you sit here, and then I go behind you, and then I look at your neck.
Okay,
And
honey,
I
that
just sort
sounds
of
weird.
press around, and I just try to get one of your chakras. I'm just looking. Does he have an obvious surgical scar?
Nope, no surgical scar.
Just press
That's
around.
how is that worse?
Hey, Dad, you haven't...
Oh, this is kind of like a nice massage. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Okay. Have you had any like strange encounters recently? Maybe like,
What do you mean?
I don't know, an unexpected surgery, got pricked with a strange needle filled with a liquid, anything of the such?
Mal, you must have been reading my old sci-fi books. But no, I mean, everything's normal. I mean, as being a fish scientist is not really the most exciting thing in the world.
Okay. Do you know what else I've been reading?
Mm.
A journal.
Yeah, get right there.
And it had... it was just a funny journal entry I wrote about Mom.
Yeah. What did it say?
It was how she was telling me about your wedding.
Oh,
and how
I
it could
know.
never
I'm
be
so
replicated.
excited.
Oh,
I know it's not going to be replicated, but we're renewing our vows.
oh, so this is still happening.
He's like, I've decided to maybe wear a fish tie. I think that's what I should do. Two
I think
loves
that
of
would
my
be
life.
unexpected.
Yeah, fish tie. I'll have a little birdie pin, and then your mom will be there, and then it'll be all 3 of my loves in one area.
I imagine this house had just crabs and
all
crab
fish.
paraphernalia everywhere.
Yeah, it's all fish now. fish
Like,
on the
is there a
wall.
pile of dead shellfish in the backyard?
I don't know. Go out there and look.
I look in the backyard, preparing to be horrified.
No, there's
Oh.
nothing there.
Hey, Dad. If
Yeah.
you, I don't know, decided that you were going to study crabs from now on, where would you put all these fish? Like, if you had to get
Like
rid
if
of
I had a
all of
midlife
these fish.
crisis or
Yeah,
something?
exactly like that.
If I was totally crazy, like if I mean, I guess I could have put it in the basement or the attic. I don't know. Why would I give up fish?
That's a good point. Pause. I run to the basement.
Yeah.
Any crabs?
No.
Okay, and then I just run to the attic. No crabs?
No
Okay.
crabs.
Okay, Dad. Well, yoga for two is over, actually. I'm gonna go.
Oh, great. Well, I don't know. That yoga must have worked because I feel really loose now. Thanks.
Great, because I feel really tight. So I'm gonna go work off this anxiety in my room. If you hear screaming, it's just girl things.
Okay. He's like, that sounds like it tracks. And then he says, sleep tight. I'll see you in the morning. And you are
I
free to
can't
go do
sleep
girl
after I've
things.
hidden my dad's glasses. So I'm gonna go over to Birdie's house.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
How do you guys have like a special way to get in without like ringing the doorbell? Like what's the procedure?
I put a piece of quartz down in the yard for you to throw at my window to connect
I
with
was
me
going to say
spiritually.
crystal communication, but it's just throwing crystals
Yeah,
out a
okay.
window.
Perfect. So you hear the clatter of a crystal.
I recognize the resonance immediately and run to the window and throw it open. Look down. Sorry, this is a one-story house, so I look out at you.
You don't have 2 stories?
There's
It's
one
always been a
story
one-story
because
house.
there's no basement and no attic.
Birdie, I can't sleep.
I can't sleep either. Sunshine Jackson was in these
Shit.
walls.
I do not believe you. Why would she
Why
come
would-
to your house?
Because she knows
About
the
what?
plot to slander her. She knows about Sergey. She knows about all the people. She knows about not Birgit. Brit, the local 5-year-old.
Oh my god, Bertha?
Bertha, she knows about Bertha. She knows about Time Traveler Corp. She knows about everything except for who does it. But we know who it is. It's proof she's not involved. That means it's Hallie.
Yeah, it is Hallie. We knew that already.
Yeah, but she's tasked me. She said I could be a paid intern.
But what about me?
Oh, I'm sure there will be budget. Once I'm chief executive paid intern, I can allocate the budget wherever.
Perfect.
I assume.
This is perfect. I just want double college credit. Can you make that happen?
Absolutely, I can try.
Perfect.
Oh,
I
also,
can't sleep
strange
because
thing.
oh, I have a
Mhm.
strange thing.
Oh, nice. You first.
My dad thinks he's worn glasses forever.
Similar thing. My dad thinks that he studied fish forever.
One of these things seems more concerning, and it's the fish.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I
I
have to
hid.
disagree, but I thought you were going to say your dad's problem was worse.
Where did the crabs go?
I do not know. They're gone. There's fish everywhere. This house smells like fish.
That's not nice.
No.
Crab
Anyway,
was infinitely better.
I hid my dad's glasses so that he realizes that he doesn't need them. So I think that you
You
should
can
hide.
hide all the fish. That is a good
If he sees a
idea.
crab again, I think he'll activate some part of his brain and he'll remember that he actually likes crabs. You can't
Because-
just
yeah.
decide that you like fish instead of crabs.
It's also, he's never studied fish.
What
So
about
he doesn't know anything about fish. So we could just kill all. No, we shouldn't kill all the fish. But if we just like give him a crab and say this is a fish, what's he gonna do?
oh shit.
Also, he doesn't have a surgical scar. I don't know if that's better or worse.
That's worse.
It's definitely worse. God, Lucas has it so easy.
I
He knows
know.
everything that's wrong. There's just chips in his fake brother's head. God, I am so jealous of that
His
boy.
real brother's actually dead is like very
I know.
straightforward.
It's just such a straightforward problem. Meanwhile, your dad has glasses now?
Yeah.
Outlandish.
Oh, outlandish. But okay. What about your dad's like your dad's gotta have his old papers and books and stuff. Are they about fish now?
Are they about fish? I would imagined I would have checked that. Yeah, they're about fish. Yes. Oh, one more thing. I go get his driver's license. Name used to be his last name used to be Crabson. Is it now Fishson?
It wasn't really Crabson, was it?
It was canon.
Not.
That was crab doter.
I'm Crabdoter. He's Crabson.
Hold on, let me fact check this for a second here. Oh my goodness. His name is the same.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So that's good. A little. But he can't fake knowing anything about fish. So I feel like there's a way to say you don't actually know anything about fish.
But look, he wrote this whole book about fish, so obviously he does know about fish. What if it's us that think that he had crabs and now it's
Just in my head. I shoved my neck in Nick's
Both
face.
of you have scars around this sort of a thing too, so you know. Just like
What?
I'm
We have
sorry.
scars?
Scars. I meant like you were broken scar,
Oh, yeah,
not like
I
a
thought you
physical
casually
scar.
dropped that we have physical scars on our necks.
No, you don't. Neither of you have physical scars, but you have metaphysical scars you got from being broken
Yeah.
Perfect.
around.
Thank you for prompting me, Sarah. I say,
Yeah.
Mick, what if my files have been edited?
What files?
My files, my memories.
You're not a robot.
How can you be sure? I have files.
What do you mean you have files?
Like in my mind, I can picture little videos that are saved.
Yeah.
That are saved as files. They all have names. Like I can think I want to load 16th birthday party and then I can picture it.
That's pretty weird. But I don't think that means you're a robot.
Remember, you breathe, thus you're not a robot.
I think I said you need to breathe. Just clarifying.
Look, we can prove. that
Start
you're
holding your
not
breath.
a robot.
There's something going on, Mick, and I don't like it. What if your dad has always worn glasses?
What if? What
Uh-huh.
if we do have microchips, but the microchips have programmed us to not know that we have microchips?
Like we feel the scar, but it's not there because. Oh no, this goes deep.
It goes deep. I think we need a third party.
But who can we trust? Sunshine Jackson. Okay.
But we're gonna see her tomorrow, so that's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Do you want to
Well.
do anything else?
I proved to her that Sunshine Jackson was in my house by giving her the crystal that I screamed into, and I say, "Look."
This is where you saved a file.
Yeah. Yes. It is.
That's really nice.
She
Okay.
commended my work ethic. I'm not saying you have to step it up, but she's noticing stuff, so.
She's noticing stuff.
Mhm. I'm sure she's noticed Lucas underperforming. It's I'm just gonna say it.
Well, yeah, because she's sending him to go work for the collective, which is just a no-no.
Wait, is she actually doing that?
Yes,
No.
No?
that's what
Wait, what?
Hallie told him that he was going to be doing.
Oh, well, Hallie is bad.
I know. Okay.
Okay, we plan into the late night and into the morning.
Mick, are you going back home or are you staying at
I'm going to go back home eventually.
Okay.
Mm. Ooh, can you watch me sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I want to just look real close, see if like horsehair appears anywhere.
Okay. Do you want me to, like, wake you up after an hour? Just in case you can't return yourself?
No, but if you see horsehair, definitely wake me up.
Okay.
That's all. And then I just sleep with my eyes open.
Are you using your sleep nair incense?
Yes.
Great. mm, 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 mm. Roll a d6.
Abby?
Logan.
No.
No. You do not have any horsehair
Perfect.
or visions of eight-legged horses.
You can go home then.
Birdie sleeps for, like, falls asleep 5 minutes later. I'm like, okay, perfect. No horsehair.
Great. What are you up to, Mick?
I'm going to go back home and try to sleep.
Okay. Great. Nothing unusual happens. Lucas, did you want to do anything else in the morning?
No, I don't think so. I'll probably just leave.
Okay.
I leave early anyways for hockey.
Do you now keep your brother's hockey stick in your room?
Yeah, I'll
Has
put it
fake
in
Michael
my
lost real Michael hockey stick
closet and
privileges?
lock everything. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
great. Great. Mick and Birdie, anything you want to do before school?
Is
I
there
don't
any
think so.
commotion? My dad usually goes to the flower shop early.
Yeah.
Is there commotion?
He 100% cannot see. He will wake you up and ask you for help looking for his glasses.
Why can't you
He,
find them? You've
I don't know
had
where I
them for
put them.
decades.
I know. I thought I put they were on when I fell asleep. Alex is so sick. I must have just been distracted. I don't know. I mean, honey, I can't go to work today if I can't see. And he is like running into things and like stubbing his toe and then he's like, and then, I'll never sell all the daisies that we have and the dahlias have just
I
come
thought you
in.
didn't have daisies.
I remember I went on that trip to get daisies.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'll help you find your glasses.
Okay.
Like,
Are
get
you going to help him?
them. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh. I was so worried I wouldn't be able to get those orders done without these. Thank you, honey. Where were they?
They were in the guest bathroom. Why did you leave them in there?
I don't know. That's really weird.
This
Gaslight
week's
gatekeep
episode is
girl
called
boss.
Gaslight Everyone.
And he's like, okay, well, I've got to go. I'm so late now. Thank you. Have fun at school. Bye.
Thanks. I have my job tonight, so I'll be home later.
Okay, great. Alex is still here. He's just sleeping it off. He'll be fine.
Perfect. Been there, done that.
He's out the door. Birdie, anything you want to do?
No.
Cool. Great. Go to school. Everything is school as normal. You see Miss Tollefson. She's handing out, the updated forms for that year, whatever that you have to get your parents to sign. Um, she's calling roll, and next to Lucas is a desk, and there is a girl sitting next to Lucas named Alice.
Alice.
Oh my gosh, Lucas, it's your girlfriend.
I said no, first of all.
She's very petite, has like shaggy pixie cut.
Can I see the back
Black
of your
hair.
neck?
I mean, she's got a pixie cut, so you can pretty much see the back of her neck.
Where? Any suspicious scars? Is she pale as death?
I mean, she pale. She kind of got a goth
Just
pixie
regular
thing going
Scandinavian pale?
on, but regular Scandinavian pale. Girl with a dragon tattoo
Are you in
pale.
choir or opera? Are you good at screaming? Do you like screamo? Are you in a screamo band?
No, she's wearing a rock t-shirt, so maybe.
She's cool. I don't like this.
Yeah, she's cool. She's also like, hey, Lucas! It's been so long.
A lifetime,
Hi.
even.
She's like, I know I had to take
It's
a break,
like you're
but
back from the dead.
That would be so cool.
Got you something, and I put a bunch
I
of
would-
sage on her desk. I just unrolled bits of sage onto her
And
desk.
we set it on fire.
Miss Tollefson is like, Birdie, what have I told you about lighting shit on fire? This is a chemistry lab. Put it out.
Wait,
You're gonna explode the toluene.
She's
Miss-
just beating out the fire that you've started.
Alice or Miss Tollefson?
Miss Tollefson.
Miss Tollefson, this is official mathlete business.
Don't get me started about the mathletes. I have it added up to here. Here, and if I go here, you don't want that to happen.
I think I'm not in that
Now-
group anymore.
Alice has been in your class since you were 5. You can leave her alone. I know that this is all fun and games, but she's not a vampire.
Miss Tollefson, I will sit down and stop lighting things
No,
on fire, but
she's
you
a
have to do one
ghost.
thing for me. You have to do 2 things for me.
I
You
don't have to do anything for you, Birdie. I
But
love
you
the
will,
ambition.
because I am the chief executive student of this classroom.
I might because you're the captain of the mathletes.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and I need you to look at my neck and tell me what you see.
She's like, she just gives like weary, bone-weary teacher sigh. And she says, okay, Birdie, yes. I will look at the back of your neck.
Okay, perfect. Prepare yourself because I'm gonna do the same thing to you in a moment.
She's like, whatever it takes to make this conversation end.
Okay, now
There's
describe it in a
nothing
way
here.
that, okay, now you can't just say the words because if there was something there and you were telling it to me, then I wouldn't be able to understand. So you need to say it in such simple concepts that I could not misunderstand.
Your neck looks normal.
But what is normal? Is their neck? Yes or no?
Yes, there is neck.
Is there anything that's not neck?
Other than your hair, no. And a mole.
Why'd you have to go?
You've always had this mole. It's not like a new
Why
mole.
do you know what the
Well, I
back of
can't
my
trust
neck
people saying you've
looks?
always had
No, that
this.
is Sarah. That is Sarah
Oh.
saying that. That's not
I was
Miss
like, Miss
Thompson.
Thompson, you have an intricate memory of my neck.
No. This is Sarah, the GM, just saying this is like normal person mole.
Okay, that's fine. And now I need to look at your neck, Miss Tollefson.
She's like, oh, thank God I have my hair up. Is there neck, Birdie?
Yeah. Is there anything that's not neck? We are in trouble.
I'm gonna walk outside the classroom.
Is
Scream
Birgit
inside
in
my
this class?
Yeah, I think Birgit was like on emotional leave, but she can be back in class now.
Birgit.
So much as no, I'm talking to Birgit. Get out of here.
What is it,
Birgit,
Lucas?
I
What?
need an emergency favor. Can we go to the can we go to the
What are you trying to say,
photo
Lucas?
lab? Can we go to where the yearbooks are held?
Yeah.
I need access to every yearbook from when I was 5.
Sure, okay. Of the high school?
You don't just keep copies of your elementary and middle school yearbook on you as records?
No, you probably don't you have them at your house?
I don't have time to go back home right now. We have about 10 minutes until
Roll
homeroom's
a
over.
d6 to see if this town is small enough that this is actually a K through 12 high school and there's
Yes.
Yes,
It
it
is.
is. All right. Bird Garden K through 9 is the other wing that y'all never go to.
The
Okay,
forbidden wing.
great. So you go. She's like, okay, like during lunch, right now, when?
No, right now.
Okay, Miss Dolphin is sufficiently distracted by answering neck or no neck.
Emergency hockey yearbook meeting.
Okay, all right. Since you're my friend and I trust you, regardless
Exactly.
of whether that or not that's a good decision.
My other friends you don't trust, but me you trust.
So she takes you and you have access to all these yearbooks. What do you do? What are you looking for?
I look for Alice.
She is in every yearbook.
This is not possible.
I join Nick screaming in the hallway.
I go outside and I scream in the hallway.
Miss Thompson is like, enough already! You in here! You in here! You stop screaming! Also in here!
I'm gonna
Miss
keep
Paulson,
screaming.
I'm not feeling so good, and my friends aren't feeling so good either. We're gonna go to our job. We'll see you tomorrow.
Miss Thompson is like, okay, whatever, fine. Just tell Miss Voljorn you're going early.
Okay.
She
I
leaves.
close the door and I
Okay.
look at my friends and I say, I know exactly what happened. We died in that Black Pearl. We are the clones and we killed the true versions of ourselves. And so our memories can't be real. My dad has fish, Lucas. Fish.
What? Fish?
That
That is weird.
glasses.
Glasses.
Some people get old and need glasses.
No, he thinks
Alice
he's
is in
not-
every yearbook since I was 5. That's
Can't believe this.
impossible.
I
She
can't.
doesn't exist.
We are the clones.
We're not the clones. Everybody
Birdie
else
has a
is.
breakdown on the floor.
Get your shit together.
It's not even my shit. It's the
You're
clones.
gonna have to lead Birdie. Whoever wants to do it.
Get your shit together.
Is this? I'm imagining some slaps
Yes.
with this. It works.
You're right. I can be a clone. I can have a happy life. My dad has
No,
fish.
no,
I
no,
can,
no.
I
You're
can raise
not a
fish
clone.
too.
You're not a clone. And we're gonna fix the fish. We're gonna fix the glasses. We're gonna fix the goth girl.
She's more like punk rock.
I mean,
but
she's kind of cool.
At least she's
no,
not a hussy.
She doesn't need to exist in this world.
You hear a gasp from the bleachers under.
Distance.
Who the hell's calling me a hussy?
her 50-year-old smoker's voice.
Yeah.
And that is the anchor that I need. She's not changed. I can trust my
You
memories
still
again.
hate her
I
just
still
as much.
hate her, and that motivates me to continue another day.
Got it.
Oh,
What are we gonna do? They're
we're
either
look.
we don't even know who's doing it.
We don't have the emotional capacity for this, so we're gonna ignore it. Yep.
Ignore it?
I agree with Mick. We're gonna go to work and pretend that none of this has happened, and then maybe when we
Someone's
solve the
altering the
problem,
reality of our entire lives.
and maybe when we solve the problem, that'll all just get better.
Just go away. Or alternatively,
Compartmentalize your problems.
we move to Stockholm and start new lives.
I
You
do
could
like
be
running
part of a
away from my
motorcycle gang.
problems.
We're not robots. We can't join the wild ride.
If we were robots, we could though.
Do I need to breathe?
We need to practice not breathing.
All right, what are y'all doing now?
Going to work.
Early?
Work is our coping
What are we
mechanism.
even gonna
Did you tell
do?
Lucas that you've been visited by Sunshine Jackson herself in your home and you've been promised a paid chief executive internship
No,
suite?
he is a slacker, and I cannot give him that information, or else he will really hold my career back.
Shots fired. Okay.
Shots
So
fired.
so what's the plan, Stan?
We're gonna take Rudy to work.
Okay.
And once we're confronted with a problem, we will come to a solution.
That is how it always works with us, isn't it? Great. Are you going to go with Pia? Or are you going where's the
I
Well,
thought Elvira was gonna meet us there.
yeah, she's gonna be there. I mean, I didn't know if you're just gonna go straight to her or go anywhere else.
No,
kind
straight
of
to
thing.
her is good. On the way, I'm gonna say, Birdie, all of this really puts into perspective your parents renewing their vows. That seems like pretty normal, actually, in comparison.
I don't even know if my mom is dead, or is the real Birdie's mom dead? Or is
Your
the
mom would never renew vows with someone who likes fish, so something is very wrong.
But yes, my mom, my old me's mom wouldn't, but present me's mom might.
That didn't make any sense.
I followed.
Great. You guys get to the farm, no problem. You get in, no problem. Anna's there with her orchid, same as always. You just every now and then she tases it, same as usual.
Can I talk to Lars?
Lars. Oh, I think that is his name.
This guy has the same name as my dad.
Yeah, there can be multiple Larses.
I talk to Lars, the security guard at the gate,
Yeah.
and I say, Lars, I
What?
know. What's
He's part of
that?
the
And I
collective.
point behind him and say, what is that? And then when he
What
turns
are you
around, I want to look at his neck.
Okay. That's all you wanted to you're not
Yeah.
trying to okay. Then you all have to roll for that. He looks. You see a scar.
Perfect. Okay.
He
So we
looks back.
can see some scars.
That's good.
Scars do exist.
Ooh.
They're not like
Ooh.
bananagrams out of your mind.
Thought experiment. Hey, Lars, I've noticed that scar on the back of your neck. How long have you had that? I just want to know if he acknowledges the scar on his back, or
Yeah,
he's like, I don't have a
I'm
scar.
trying to think through this because I never thought of this.
Sarah does logic puzzle.
Sarah's like, hold on. What
You're like that
happened?
meme, that lady with the science around her. She's like,
What is happening? Recalculating route. Yeah, I think he would notice it, but not attach any like importance to it. So it's not like he's like, what scar? He's just like,
Yeah.
that is who I am, a man with a scar.
Lars, that is the best answer you possibly could have given me. You do not know how impactful that answer was. See you tomorrow.
He buzzes you in, and you are back on the farm. Jaguars, man-eating orchids.
You guys remember last time we were here and we thought the biggest problem we had to deal with was Pia and Kraka? Seems
I
like
remember that.
Bots.
years ago.
You see a new banner has been unrolled that is like Viking land, home of Viking land.
That's fine.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna go to Elvira.
Okay, she's in her lab.
We go in. Okay, report.
Everything, I think everything's the same. It doesn't, I haven't found anything unusual, but I've stuck to what my job is.
Did you believe us once you showed up and your office lab was destroyed?
She's like, yeah, you guys are the only people I can believe at this point in time, so I'm
That's
just gonna
right.
have to go with that.
That is upsetting because we can't even believe ourselves.
Birdie.
We're deep in an existential crisis. At the most profound level.
We're being gaslit now.
Oh,
Tables have
shit.
turned.
God.
How the turns have tabled.
Okay. Okay. The
She's
plan
like,
is
what do
simple.
you
Do you
want me
already
to
know
do?
You don't already know the plan?
No.
Oh, she's had a
Step one.
concussion too.
Oh, okay. Step one. We use the collective to destroy the Black Pearl and then the collective. That's all step one.
Okay. How do you
Step
want to do
two.
that?
If I have to spell out every sub part of step one, we're going to be here all day, Elvira.
All right. Okay. What's step two? Fine. Whatever.
Step two is we use the wild ride to destroy Jaeger and Sons.
Excuse me, who?
And step three, we clear Sunshine Jackson's name and Viking Land opens.
Wait, what? We're here to investigate Sunshine Jackson
We are
for
here
the
to
crimes
investigate
she has committed,
the
so that the
conspiracy
Swedish
surrounding
investigation.
Sunshine Jackson.
I think
To
I'll
clear
be in
her name.
charge of seeing what is up with Sunshine Jackson. Why don't you two try and find where that transmitter is?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the plan.
Okay.
Step one
Have
and
fun.
step
What about
two.
me?
You're helping
What?
me.
Okay.
Take her.
Great. Who wants to go first? How do you want to go about finding the transmitter? Or us investigating Sunshine Jackson?
I am going to find the transmitter by reverse engineering the chip. Yep.
Was there any more to that?
I'm gonna put the chip
Mhm.
in a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
And I'm going to program the chip, reverse engineer the chip to sense the signal strength and indicate strength so we can triangulate.
So you're gonna have like a chip Geiger counter
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
for transmissions.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's science checks out. Let's
Yeah.
do it. I think this is gonna be multiple rolls.
Okay.
Because you need to get the materials for this.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta look at the diggity dang skill. Is this an electronic device? Or a machine or a mechanical item?
Yeah.
Is that an
All of
either
these.
or?
Or. Either or. Once.
Oh,
For
electronic
tinker.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're gonna have to use the tinker build rules.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Pointless question in the end. Okay, so you are gonna need to make this item.
Yeah.
I would say you just need to locate successfully. I'm gonna give you need to comprehend
Mhm.
how Hive 2.0 works so that you can reverse engineer it. So that's probably your first roll.
Okay.
And then somebody can roll to get materials, and
Can,
then you can build it.
can I comprehend? Can we like brainstorm? How good is your comprehend?
I have 5.
Okay. Oh, okay. I only have 7, so it's not that much better.
Yeah.
You could do comprehend if you wanted. So I'll say it this way: you can do comprehend if you wanted to like think through those files on the computer and see,
Uh-huh.
or you could roll a calculate if you wanted to examine the chip itself to learn how it
Okay,
works.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, Birdie.
Mhm.
I'm gonna figure out how this chip works so I can reverse
Yep.
engineer it so we can triangulate the signal.
I am one step ahead of you, and I know how I'm going to help you. I will be back, and then I leave the room.
Magical.
Okay.
Okay.
Here it is.
Ba ba ba.
Gonna re-roll.
Okie dokie. And you checked what for your condition?
I'd like to receive the information and then make an educated decision.
By how if you're terrified, exhausted, or just jump to broken. You understand. You get to ask questions,
Oh, I
but
don't have them.
it's what is its purpose? How does it work? How can I use it? Who built it? The problems it would cause. Is it illegal? You kind of already know all those questions. So I'll say this chip is receiving a transmitted frequency. So you from
Yeah.
this calculate have isolated that frequency. So you know
Perfect.
that like essentially you need to track this bandwidth of a frequency where the Hive commands come through, so that you could program a walkie-talkie or whatever it is to be the Geiger counter
Okay,
for it.
okay.
And what's the condition?
I'm gonna be injured. I've cut myself and have bled slightly on this chip. But you can wipe that off, it's fine.
Cool. Birdie or Lucas, who wants to go next?
Mine's pretty quick, so I can go
Okay.
first, and it's related. I would like to charm Lars or a collective security member.
That's gonna be 2 difficulty.
2 difficulty? Okay.
Yeah.
That should be fine because nope. Okay, perfect. That's fine. I'll try that.
Do it. Let's do it.
2
Do you want it to be
difficulty
Lars or are you
charm.
committed to Lars?
I don't know the name of any of the other living ones, so we'll stick with Lars.
Okay.
Can I use any of my items? Do you think Lars is interested in his dreams?
I don't think Lars has dreams anymore.
Oh, well, what does that mean, Lars? We could talk through this.
um Lars, talking to Lars, you can use it, but it's not gonna be like a talking. He's gonna be very disinterested in this conversation. He has very little outward personality.
Ooh, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my oracle cards, and I'm going to. I assume the collective, as a hive mind, would feel the loss of one of their members, and that would be significant. So I'm going to use my tarot cards to say I have a message from the
Sure.
entity Harold. Harold, he's coming through to me. He has a message for all of you. And that's
Okay.
I'm gonna take that angle. 2 successes. Oh, okay.
Oh, good job.
Look at you. You
I like
did
your
it.
last name on there.
Oh, crab daughter with a K. Okay, what are you charming him to do?
Oh my goodness. I want to say Harold. I am the
Harold.
chief executive, not Harold, Lars. The names, they all apply to you. I'm the chief executive intern. I've been tasked by Sunshine Jackson to do a security protocol today, so I'm going to need your help in executing that just to see it, make sure everything is up to speed. We don't want a security flaw, do we? It'll only take a couple moments.
No, of course not.
Perfect. Okay. Do you have a walkie-talkie?
Yes.
Bring that.
Okay. It's clipped to
Perfect.
his belt. He's got it.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna go back up, and then I'm gonna like pop my head into the door and be like, "Okay, Mick, I got Lars here, so we can use him to triangulate because you can't really triangulate with just the one thing. So now that we have another one, you can
Well,
just like
my thought
hold the
was that we were
walkie-talkie
going to
up to the back of
go
his
to
head.
3 different spots in the facility and triangulate like that, but this works too.
Maybe he can help us. He's like a walking antenna.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want the walkie? Do you want to roll with? Did you want to use the walkie-talkie, Mick?
Yeah, Lars has a
And
walkie-talkie.
okay,
Maybe.
you're gonna have to. I guess my thing was, did you want to tinker with the walkie-talkie so it could locate the frequency, or are you using Lars?
No. I'm using
I imagine Lars would be like maybe like a bonus on her roll when we're actually triangulating.
Okay, great. So Lars hands over his walkie-talkie because I'm sure you asked for it, and you can make a tinker
Okay.
roll.
You feeling confident, or do you want me to lead you?
It'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Nice.
You now have Hive Geiger counter. Hive 2.0 Geiger counter.
Perfect.
Are you in charge of that, Mick? Is that going to be your item?
Yeah.
It's a +1 item.
Yeah. I'm
Great.
sure this will come in useful a bunch of times.
Well, it'll degenerate after this mystery, so it won't stay forever, but who knows?
Okay.
You are great. What are you doing? We'll flash over to Lucas now that you've successfully done that. So it's now Pia and Lucas. What are we doing?
That's a good
Your
question.
friends, they really think that Sunshine Jackson is a good person?
Yes. Don't worry about it. It's part of their cover. They're in very deep.
Okay, I just don't want them to get brainwashed like I was.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about, which is why I have them dealing with the collective side of things instead of the Sunshine Jackson kind of thing. See, we think on a similar level, Pia. We've got this, okay? Now, how do I get Sunshine Jackson to admit she's evil? This is the question.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. You would like any? Does she have any secret records? Her financial statements?
I'm very good at stealing computers.
I mean,
Does she have a personal computer?
probably. I've never been in her.
You've never seen
I've
it?
never
Could
been
you?
in the CEO's office.
You couldn't access it remotely because you're a computer person.
um, I mean, I probably could. Yeah. I've just never done that before.
We should have. No, that's too easy. I'm sure she's got some kind of failsafe, or she's got a fake computer that she uses for most stuff. And
I
a
mean, is
secret
her name
backup
even
one.
Sunshine Jackson? That's another whole
She's
nother question.
CEO of computers. We cannot trust using computers against her. This
It's
is
true.
unless we remove the computers from her presence.
I mean,
She has an
Hallie
aura
does
that
everything. Yeah, she does.
Hallie does everything
I mean, like Hallie is
for
her.
Sunshine Jackson.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if I don't see Sunshine Jackson going around doing work, I see Hallie doing work for Sunshine Jackson on Sunshine's behalf. She's, she's like her right hand woman. Maybe Hallie knows what's going on.
Hallie might know what's going on, but we still need to pin this on Sunshine Jackson.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, at the very least, we could go up to this suite and see what's there.
That's what I'm thinking here.
Okay.
Now I want to flash back
No.
to when I was 14 or something. We're gonna say
What's
that
this? Where are we going with this?
we're building
Sir,
the
hear him
lore
out.
here. We're building the lore. Just listen. Just
Linda,
with
just
me.
listen.
Just
Imagine.
listen.
I'll listen, then I'll tell you if I accept it or not.
Michael went through a James Bond phase where he was watching all the movies, he was obsessed with the films,
Who was
he
his
read the
favorite Bond?
books. Don't ask me that dumb question. You know what his favorite was, the best Bond, obviously, and that's where we'll leave it. Now, on that note, because Lucas adored his brother, he also went through a James Bond phase, and they both dressed up as 007 agents for Halloween, which doesn't exist in Sweden, but it does now.
It was American Culture Day in
It was
Sweden on
American Culture
Halloween.
Day.
Hey,
Okay,
Halloween
okay.
has been celebrated in Sweden since the 1990s, so you are clear.
Ah,
Oh, it was for our first Halloween in the
you
town.
went to Festland and you got
We did go to Festlon.
AKA Party City.
And we got ourselves suits, sunglasses, the whole gig.
Okay,
So
where
we
are we
could
going
pretend
with
to
this?
be secret agents. I'm going to have brought that with me. I will dress up as the suit.
You still fit into your 14-year-old outfit? Or are you wearing Michael's? Because he's older
I'm wearing
than you.
Michael's.
Okay, you're lucky there were two outfits.
It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan.
And Pia will wear
and-
your old outfit.
Yes, that works.
Okay. I don't
All we need to-
understand. What are we doing here?
We just need to rustle up some more facial disguise. Then we go in as collective members of Jurgen and Sons. We
Jaeger.
request Jaeger, Jorgen, whatever, same. Jaeger and Sons. We've got a document. We need Sunshine's approval to go through with the latest requisitions because we know there's been a security failure recently. She signs that off. We know she's working with a corrupt agent group collective.
She a bad lady doing bad things.
She's a
Um,
bad lady using what I think could be easily considered forced human labor.
orphans.
That magically does not make it better. I think it magically makes it worse, morally and
You're
ethically.
so judgmental of Sunshine Jackson and her hypothetical ways.
I know.
Okay, sure. How are we going to facial disguise?
Robots. These realistic robots, some of them have facial hair. We
We're
rip it
gonna
off,
crack
we
off their
put it on
faces
me.
and put it on ours.
Yep.
Okay. You got a point there. They do have realistic faces.
They do have realistic faces. The only other thing, last thing we need, we have a backup plan. We need, which I don't know if you should actually go with me. You're going to stay here because we're going to set up a
Oh, but I
recording
have this fun
device.
outfit.
That's fine. You can save it. All we need to do is jerry rig a recording device. I will have
The recording device
I
has
can't hear you.
failed.
Your plan is so good, it blew out the speaker.
it was so good I muted myself. It was not worthy of your ears.
It was
Okay.
actually perfectly timed.
Recording
Okay.
device on me that goes back to you where everything's being recorded. And then if things go bad, I will do my best to make Sunshine Jackson incriminate herself. And we will have a recorded message of this.
Okay. Roll a d6 to see if Pia has any spy gear.
She doesn't even have to have a spy gear. I'm sure she could make it out of robot parts. But
I mean, yeah. Roll
also
a d6.
she is a literal spy.
Yes. Okay. She doesn't have to make anything. She's like, I have this pen. I've been dying to use it, but I couldn't get close enough to Sunshine Jackson. Here, you have
I'll take
the
it.
pen recorder. Great.
Okay.
And then she pulls out the shelf of very
I'll
realistic
suit up.
robots.
Give me a new face.
And they're just, Mick is tinkering with chips, and these two are just tinkering with mustaches over here. She's pulling off Viking. The thing is, she has to trim some of the Viking facial because most of it's Viking themed robots.
It's a
So you
little
have like
too Viking
big
themed, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
beards.
we
So
tone it down a bit.
she gives you trim, but she does bush up your eyebrows a little bit, so you look older. And you're now a brunette.
I make sure to put on my platform shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This looks good. This looks good to me.
Hello, Miss Pia. It is I from the collective. Okay.
Are
need
you
to make
from
a
the
document.
collective or for you from Jaeger and Sons?
I'm from Jaeger. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's basically the same thing. I'm from Jaeger and Sons.
There you go. That's right.
Now, we just need a document for her to sign.
Okay. Yeah, we do.
I bet. Okay, I need another flashback.
You're running low on flashback material, but
Okay. This one is. Hear me out, Linda. Listen.
Listen, Linda. I will listen and tell me your
Okay.
idea.
All I want is a form of some kind, which I'm sure would have been on that other computer that we had.
Okay. Yeah.
So all I want to do is print off like some official form that I know they've used in the past. Maybe update
I'll
it.
let you do this. From what you remember of that form, you can make a new one on PS computer really quick and print it off.
That's fine. That works just as well.
So it'll be like 90% correct because you were
She
there
never
for the
signs
first
them
part.
anyways, normally, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
there
just
you
has
go.
to look good enough. I fill it
You
with jargon.
should roll a comprehend for that.
Oh, you think I should roll a comprehend for that?
Yes, you
How's
have
your
not rolled
mind
for any
stat?
of this.
Call him Lucas Smart Son for anything.
He's incredibly talented and smart. Would a tentacle whip or a hockey stick help this case?
Absolutely not. You could get a +1 from Pia being there with you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
We're
your
gonna
mind isn't that bad.
re-roll that.
You also have your shame. Oh my god, that was so good.
Two
Oh,
successes.
2 successes. All right.
I'm just
This
gonna
is a
say I'm scared.
okay.
Just because I'm like super nervous.
Okay. Great. I'll say that you just remember more of these files than you thought you did. So you, if it comes up, can have like a +1 to convince them that you're from Jaeger and Sons.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
This heist is
Mick,
ready to go.
Mick, and Birdie, and Lars. What are y'all up to?
Well, now we just have to triangulate the signal, Birdie.
It's just that simple.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that?
I'm gonna take my walkie-talkie and I'm gonna use it and just walk around.
What sound? I need.
You know when you press in a walkie-talkie, it goes whoop,
Mm-hmm.
whoop,
So that's when you're getting closer. You get more whoops.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
We're not actually triangulating, we're just finding it.
You're just
Mhm.
wandering around until the whoops get hot.
Yep.
Yeah, you're like metal detecting.
Okay. Yeah. I will lead you by helping, and will I don't know, calibrate this to also be attached to Lars, and it also whoops when he's next to something, so we can
Oh.
do cover to twice the ground, and I'll take Lars
Perfect.
around in places only he can get into. I'm like, what? There might be a security breach in here, Lars. We got to go in there too. I will
So
lead.
it sounds like if this works, you'll split up, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Or we could just have Lars walk around and we're sitting in the safety of Pia's office. Being like, over to the left, Lars, now back up.
No, I think splitting up is good.
Okay.
It's always good.
Holy good. I will lead you. And I will re-roll that. That's more
Whoa.
like it.
Fish, daughter. Ugh, I'm glad you've embraced the fish. Okay, great.
What do we need
My
to
condition
roll?
is I am upset because we go downstairs and in one of the greenhouses there's a fish and it makes me upset.
Makes sense.
Move?
I guess. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to sneak, that would be the only
Sneak?
difference.
Okay, I'll sneak.
Logan probably would be moving. You would probably be
Yeah, we
sneaking.
can
I don't
sneak.
know.
I cover the walkie-talkie with like a nice cloth thing, so it's like.
Hear me
Cute.
out. Do we get a does she get a bonus from Lars helping us?
I think I'm gonna be okay.
Okay,
I
that's
think
fine.
she's gonna be okay. She's separating from you guys, so
But we're connected electronically and spiritually.
we'll see how
Okay.
she does, and I'll think about it.
6 from lead, 1 from Hive 2.0 walkie-talkie Geiger.
Counter. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
I did it.
You are
I'm tired of you all
successfully sneaking.
squandering my leads.
Look,
More
it
like your leads are
it
useless
was
because we get the
squandered.
6 in the
Yeah.
first roll. The first part of the roll.
It's just, it's the name of the game. Okay, so Birdie and Lars move. We'll just roll a move to
Oh.
walk around. Aren't you guys are walking around too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagined us walking around was what was doing the lead for that, like where we were assisting in the triangulation. She has the walkie-talkie, so I don't know anything about the information Lars is beeping over to the walkie-talkie.
Oh, Lars has a different sound on the walkie-talkie, so it goes whoop whoop.
Okay, sure. I'll let that go. Science.
And I can tell if
Uh,
Lars is getting close because it'll be whoop 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 whoop.
Yep, it's like it's like hot and cold, like whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, you have located then, since Lars can't locate, Lars and Birdie can't really locate things.
Yeah.
It's Mick who's got the solutions with her Hive Geiger counter. So you do find what you think is where the Hive hotspot will be. Before I talk more about that, we'll flash back to Lucas. Did you want
Okay.
to how did you want to initiate this plan?
I am going to I think I'm just going to try and sneak as close to the office as I can get before anyone sees me. And then kind of like just surprise them, like to put pressure on them. I've also got a suitcase, obviously, which has the files in it, as well as a fancy pen. And yeah, so like I want to just like appear out of nowhere, be like they didn't get any warning or anything, but like I'm here and this needs to be signed now.
Okay, Pia's gonna be like, okay, well, in the executive suite, there's that long hallway with all of um, all of Sunshine Jackson's plaques and things. And then once you to get into her suite, I know that first Hallie is like, since she's the secretary or the executive assistant, her desk is in front, and then Sunshine Jackson's office is behind her. So we have to get through Hallie to get to Sunshine.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Hallie. Hallie's part of this situation, sort of. So like I just want to be pressuring. Like I don't want some random person to see me and be like, "Hey, who are you? Like, stop going there," or whatever.
Okay.
So seeing
Okay.
Hallie's was kind of already part of the plan. Like I knew Hallie
Okay.
would be involved
And
because I
Pia's like,
want
am I staying here? I'm not going with you. That's what we
you're
decided.
staying here.
Okay, fine. You get to have all the fun.
Do you think you would be valuable back? I think they know you. They'd be more likely to recognize you. They
I
haven't
know,
known me
but I
for
wanted to
as
wear a
long.
robot face. And then
You can do that in your spare time if you want, girl.
Okay,
We know
this is
you've got a
Sarah
thing for
saying,
robots.
you do I have to roll sneak, I guess. If you don't want to, if you want to appear out of nowhere, you gotta roll
Yeah.
sneak.
I want to appear out of nowhere in front of Hallie and be like, I need to see Sunshine Jackson right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sneak, sneak, sneak.
How are you sneaking in this? Just tell me what that's like for you in this James Bond outfit.
It goes.
Wrong movie.
Yeah, well, oh well. That was the only thing I could think of.
Lucas is just humming.
It's the only iconic theme song I can think of. Okay, yeah. No, he just is like, okay, so what's the security rotation? Like, what does Pia know about that? if she knows anything, and then he just uses his usual sneaky sneak moves, as well as his
Cool.
ability to move very quickly.
He slides across the floor like a hockey player.
Exactly, I
Great.
lied.
You succeed. You pop up, and Hallie is at her desk doing paperwork. Doesn't hear you yet until you want to
I
be heard.
slam my suitcase onto her desk, setting everything aflutter, and I say, "Ma'am, I have an immediate need to see Miss Sunshine Jackson. I am a representative of Jaeger and Sons, and we have an important piece of paper that she needs to sign personally."
All right, and with that, we'll call it for the night. Fun times
So great.
in Sweden. Thanks for tuning in. We will play what game, Logan? Next week?
Oh, next week we're playing Burning Wheel, where everyone's becoming gardeners.
Truly.
like
We-
Weeders.
Arborists, even. Yeah, they're confronting a demon tree that likes to sing opera at them.
my tweet last time I was so proud of was Bob Ross painting happy little trees.
It's the exact opposite. Demonic tree.
Mhm.
I
We
was
have
like,
really got back to our roots on that stream. It is now Trouble in Hoken.
Fruits.
It is trouble in Hoken.
There's
more
trouble
trouble.
also outside of Hoken, but we are currently in Hoken with the trouble.
Beauty in Hoken.
Martine is in fact the key to all this.
Martine is the chosen one. You guys just need to realize it.
If Martine is picked as the most beautiful man by the beauty committee,
I'm gonna be pissed.
I would. Part of me loves it, and then part of me is like, but how?
I do not want to have Martine's children. Please help me.
I'm sorry I poisoned you. Please don't make me have Martine's babies.
You only poisoned one of us.
I didn't poison. I showed beauty.
Yeah, that will stand up in court.
Psychedelic.
What court?
Great. So we'll be playing that game. It's real fun.
We're getting close to the end. After this, it's gonna be bing dang bong, and
Bing
then we're
bang
done.
bong. Is it?
Yeah. Well, knowing them, it'll be like bing, 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 bang, bang, bing, 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 bong.
The bang bang. I think there's more bangs, and the bangs are us like dying and falling over backwards and moving
The
backwards.
bangs are
and
like, you need 2 months
progress.
to learn this skill
Right.
and recover.
You've been set on fire. Please rest for a year.
Please rest. Yeah, Brother Wirt is currently in the clutches of the tree's roots.
It's just
so
getting a nice hug.
little time with nature, a little forest baby.
Yeah.
He's a tree hugger.
He's just really getting out in nature.
Nature. Yeah. So that's what we'll be doing next week, and then we'll come back to this same time. We play Burning Wheel an hour later, so it'll be 8 Central instead of 7 Central next week. Great. Sounds good. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.